Hey, this is Matt from the Man Cave. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching with your daily devotion for January 29th. I can't believe this month is gone. No. Oh yeah. You want the heater? You want the heater? Here it comes. So friends, today we're going to be in John chapter 4, and we're looking at two excellent verses. We're going to be looking at verses 13 and 14. Listen to this text. Jesus answered and said unto her, whoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. And what he's talking about is probably water like this. Jesus has encountered a woman at a well, okay? And he's saying, hey, the water that you're drinking, the water that you're bringing up out of the well, you're going to get thirsty again. But look at verse 14. It says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of springing up into everlasting life. So friends, let me explain what's going on here, okay? Every morning, early in the morning, this woman would have had to have gotten up and traveled quite a distance to get to the well, and there was always a line at the well, and so she would have had to wait in line to draw the water up, put it in her jar, huge jar, probably about 4 or 5 gallons. So this thing is weighing 50, 60 pounds, all right? Then she has to go all the way back home, and she puts it in a reservoir within her house, okay? Some kind of cistern or something during those days, and then she had to go all the way back. And normally these women, that was their job, okay? The woman of the household was in charge of this. They would have had to have done this 4 and 5 times to get enough water, okay? To bathe a little bit, to drink a little bit, to feed the animals, or whatever it was. Well, friends, when Jesus says, hey, I want to give you living waters, her ears perk up. You know what she's thinking? That he knows about a spring somewhere that's hidden that no one knows about. Because that's what that means. Living waters meant in those days spring water. So she's thinking, man, if I could beat out all these chicks every morning, I don't have to come here, and I could just go to the spring. I'm all for that, because you have to realize this, folks. When she got there, she might have to wait an hour. She might have to even wait 2 hours, because everybody wanted the water. And it took a lot of time to get that bucket all the way down and bring it up, and you might have to do that 4 or 5 times in order to fill up your little jug, okay? Well, God is not talking about spring water. He's not talking about this type of water. He's talking about himself being the spring of everlasting life that dwells on the inside of you. And friends, once you get Jesus on the inside of you, and it's real, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You have peace that surpasses all understanding. You have joy. You have the beauty of the Lord. You're praising God. You have all of God resting on you, and you enjoy Him. Friends, I meet a lot of people. They're not enjoying their Lord. They're just inking it through life. They're having a hard time. But friends, once you get that relationship where it needs to be, and He truly is Lord, Master, Savior, He's the owner of your life, meaning He's Adonai of your life. Jesus is my Adonai. Guess what that means? It means this, that you have the living waters, that you're happy on the inside. It's not religion. It's not ceremonies. It's not cults. Here's the thing. It's not any of those things. What it is a living relationship where He speaks to you. Friends, my sheep hear my voice. And a lot of times people hear that and they think, well, I'm not hearing God. Well, here's the thing. Listen up. Get the junk out of your life and you'll start to hear. Friends, if you had 10 pair of headphones on, do you think you could hear me right now? I mean, let's say you duct taped your head and you had 10 pair of headphones, one over another. You're not going to hear me, and you won't hear God when you have different stuff in your life. And if you're not saved, here's the thing. He says, my sheep hear my voice. It's not the person that doesn't belong to Him. You're never going to hear God. You're not going to hear His voice. You're not going to enjoy the peace that I'm talking about. And you're not going to enjoy living waters. You're not going to enjoy everlasting life with Him. You're not going to enjoy the abundant life, the exchange life. You're not going to enjoy what Charles Stanley talks about, Adrian Rogers talks about, Charles Spurgeon talks about, Billy Graham talks about, Chuck Smith talks about. You're not going to enjoy any of that. Why? Because you don't have Him. He's in here. It's real, okay? It's not religion. It's not some cult. It's a real relationship based on what He does inside of me. Not what I do, but friends, what He does. With Jesus, we have everlasting life. We have everlasting water. We have the Spirit flowing up and through us daily. Friends, have you ever gone through life and you feel drained? You feel empty? Friends, ask God to fill you. Ask the Lord to fill you up with Himself. Give you those living waters. Give you His joy. Give you His peace. Give you His encouragement. Give you direction. How about that one, folks? Direction. Friends, if you will ask, you will receive, okay? Hey, I hope you like this video. This is Matt from the Man Cave.